Hello children, today I am here with one of the most important poem after Blenheim. This is the fourth poem of your book Treasure Trove. So after Blenheim is an anti-war poem and I always suggest that you should read the box whatever written in the previous page. Many times it's helpful in answering your questions. So let us see what is written here. It is an anti-war poem that sharply criticizes the destruction and death caused by war. The poet uses the simple narrative of a grandfather explaining to his two grandchildren his own suffering and the suffering of many others like him who were victims of the battle. The grandfather cannot give any good reason for war and can only repeat that it was a famous victory. Obviously, there was the propaganda that was indoctrinated in the common people. The poet wants to emphasize through the repetition of the lines that wars are senseless, futile, and evil, and that in war there are no real winners. This is a powerful poem that echoes Wilfred Owen's famous quote, "The pity of war." This poem is a wake up call to seek peaceful solution to all conflicts. So, dear children, you must be wondering who is Wilfred Owens. So, take your friend's help to know about Wilfred Owens. Who is your friend? Yes, Google. Okay. Just take the first paragraph. It was a summer evening. Old Caspar's work was done, and he, before his cottage door, was sitting in the sun, and by him sported on the green his little grandchild Wilhelmine. So, what is the time? It's evening in the summer. Caspar, an old man, his work has been finished. And where was he sitting? He is sitting in the sun before his cottage. The language is very simple, but there is very deep underlined meaning. And near to him who is playing his little grandchild, whose name is Wilhelmine. Now, second paragraph. She saw her brother Peterkin roll something large and round, which he beside the rivulet in playing there had found. He came to ask what he had found that was so large and smooth and round. So the little girl Wilhelmine saw her brother Peterkin rolling something that was large and round. Peterkin had discovered the thing by the side of rivulet. Rivulet means small stream. While he was playing there. So he came back home to know what that thing was. He came to his grandfather and asked him, "What is this? Tell me, grandfather." Now, third stanza, you see. Old Caspar took it from the boy who stood expectant by. And then the old man shook his head and with a natural sigh, "'Tis some poor fellow's skull," said he, "who fell in the great victory." So Caspar takes that round thing and observes it, and he sighs and says, "It is the skull of some unfortunate person who perished in the great victory, who died in the great victory. Then I find them in the garden, for there's many here about, and often when I go to plough, the plowshare turns them out. For many thousand men, said he, were slain in that great victory. He says, I find them in the garden, I find them in the field. When I go to plow my field, it get stuck to my plowshares. What he wants to say, when he went to plow in his field, many skulls were dug out of the earth. So there are countless skulls I found here and there, he says. So many people had been murdered, so many people brutally killed. For many thousand men, said he, were slain in that great victory. So what he says, that great victory was responsible for the slain of many people. Many thousand of people were dead. So next stanza, now tell us what it was all about. Young Peterkin, he cries, and little Wilhelmine looks up with wonder waiting eyes. Now tell us all about the war and what they fought each other for. So both the grandson and granddaughter filled with curiosity, telling Grandpa, tell us about the war, and for why did they fight from each other, why so many people killed brutally. So not only Peterkin but Wilhelmine too looked up with keen eyes. So they both were very much curious to know the answer of their grandfather. Now stanza 6. It was the English, Caspar cried, who put the French to rout. But what they fought each other for, I could not well make out. But everybody said, quoth he, that it was a famous victory. Caspar cried out and says it was the English who defeated the French. But what was the reason for this fight, for this war, I could not understand. But since everybody is saying that it was a very famous victory, so am I. So this is the state of the common people. They are unaware of the reason of fight. They are just like parrots, utter what has been taught to parrot. Everyone is saying the same thing, so they also keep on saying the same thing.